I'm getting my hair done today. Getting my hair done ends up being an all-day ordeal, so it's kind of like block off a whole day for that. I only do this like a couple times a year. Here's my hair currently. You can see it's grown out a bit. It's naturally like a light brown blondish color, but I want it to be just like way blonder. I find the majority of hairstylists, they don't really change your hair that much because it takes so long to actually get hair to be blonde. We're going way blonder today. Yay. All right, here we are. So the salon that I get my hair done at is called Blonde, and they pretty much only do blondes, so you know they're good. That's why I go to it. I actually found it on Instagram. I've never had so much foil in my hair. It's like heavy, but 700 pieces of foil later. Not quite, but I mean, it's a 700 piece pack. That's quite a dent right there.
6.5 hours later.
Okay. I'm about to see my hair. I haven't seen it yet. So here we go. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm like messing it up. I didn't even know it could ever be this blonde.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Okay, I have to like FaceTime Monica or someone real quick and show them. Okay, we're gonna get Tara's reaction.
You're so blonde!
It's so blonde. Isn't it crazy?
I love it.
Okay, when I first saw it being washed, I was like, oh my god. It's, yeah, but I need to get like a new foundation. Okay, I just got home, so let's go see what the roommates think of my new hair. I'm excited. So blonde. I'm like, I looked in the mirror, I was like, who am I? Alright, it's the next day. I definitely woke up at like 5 a.m. this morning. Was like, oh my god, what do I look like? But yeah, still getting used to my hair. I think the silvery white look is really cool, but I feel like I only want it like this cool tone for a little bit. I think honestly it'll look better when it's a little like warmer toned and a little more natural, but it's kind of fun to have like, my hair is basically white, like basically silver white. It's actually 5 days later and it's faded a bit. At first, when I first saw it, I was shocked and I was like, I like it, but do I like it on me? And I was a little bit too tan, like my skin tone just looked weird in it, but now I've let my skin like get a little paler and I actually really like it. I think it suits it a lot better and it's such a fun switch up. Definitely fun for now, but long term I want it to be like a little more natural looking. Oh, I've had like 3 cups of coffee today because you guys, seriously, I woke up and I couldn't fall back to sleep. I was like, what have I done? All right, I'm shooting now. I'm at the 511 Studios. So this is a studio that I went to in December. I think I showed you guys it, but it's a, guys, my hair is so distracting. I'm just like, hi, it's Elsa. But I'm shooting with Donovan. He's from Seattle. Woo, represent the 206, yeah. And he's a videographer slash photographer. Would you say you're more of a photographer or videographer?
I'm more of a videographer.
And he's really good. Like, this is, I'm loving these shots. It's so cinematic and cool looking.
Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the photographer starter pack. So you need to, you basically need a lacy hard drive. You gotta have one. You gotta have a black backpack.
Organized.
At least one Canon camera. If you don't have a Canon, you gotta have a moment lens on your iPhone, or else you're just scum of the earth.
We're making Donovan his Shudder profile so you can book him. So Donovan, when are you gonna get on Shudder?
Today.
There we go. So you guys can book him if you want, which you should, because like, great videographer.
I'm trying to move to LA as soon as possible, as soon as I find a job down here. But yeah, if y'all just hire me on Shudder, I'll just
yeah, so if anyone needs freelance shoots, and I'm so just like, what, you guys, my hair, did I make a mistake?
Yeah, it looks like cotton candy. But I mean, it's dope. I like it. It looks delicious. The scheme is like when, you know how an Oompa Loompa has like green hair? It has orange skin. Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah.
You know who they are, but like, you haven't. As like an adventure videographer, like as a photographer,
yeah,
you want to be like the cool
just got done shooting, but I'm heading to the west side now to do some shutter stuff with my friend Sarah, so let's go. With Sarah now, we are discussing shutter stuff. So one thing that happened recently, we had someone reach out about a wedding shoot, and I like connected with someone on Shutter, and then they like immediately took it off Shutter. And this is like a videographer that I know personally and have worked with before. So we're actually having a it's like a sort of launch event in collaboration with the 511 studio. That studio I vlogged about a little while ago. So it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, it's on the 31st. But it's good that
Do you have a document?
Would ever feel that way in my room, it all changed. I could see something in you.
I just landed at the airport and ran into my friend Allison.
Yeah, well, you said you were coming to visit me, but then
I know.
I was going to be at the airport. I was like, I'm leaving, but
He's like, well, I'll go hang out with your dog then. Teddy! Oh my god, hi! When my hair matches the car. Yay, I was gonna text you. I can't wait to see Ted.
Blondie! You are blondie! It's so blonde. Wow.
Morning, Ted. Hey, come here. Hey, Leo, what you doing? Do you want in? Good morning. Today is the day of the Shutter and Build and Bloom workshop. So I'm about to head to the studio / office space to help set up. So the whole reason I went back to Seattle for this weekend was for this workshop. So my friend Jessica Whitaker created a Facebook group called Build and Bloom that has over 50,000 photographers. And she does these workshops in different cities, and she needed a space for the Seattle one. So I was like, you can do it at my studio space if I can talk about Shutter. Perfect cross promotion for Shutter. So we limited it to like 30 people because it's not a huge office space, but we had the workshop. I was able to talk about Shutter, talk about YouTube. Yeah.
From Seattle.
Yes, I'm 23, I'm from. And it was awesome because it was such a quick way to meet a lot of different photographers. If you're new here, Shutter is a marketplace where you can hire a photographer or videographer. And I love to meet the photographers and videographers because I get so much insight of what they actually want out of Shutter. And typically that's really time consuming because you have to block off like a couple hours to go meet with someone at a coffee shop. But with this, I could do like 20 to 30 in one day. So it'll be me, Jessica Whitaker, and Kirk Maston from Maston Labs, just speaking about photography. This blogger I know that lives there. So the viaduct right here is where they first have started tearing it down. Cars on it, oh that's a chunk missing and rats scattering about. It's gonna be so much better without it. Really? Oh yeah, because it'll be like a nice little waterfront area. Yeah, right? It's gonna like open up. There's sorry guys, I look really gross. Shelby blur out my face. Just kidding, you don't have to, but there's like renderings of what it's gonna be like, and it's gonna be like a beautiful street lined with nice little trees and things. That's so cool. Like it's gonna be way better. The viaduct was kind of creepy. And it's already better that like it's less noisy over here now. All right, this is the space that we're gonna set up chairs and stuff in. And then this is like Monica's stuff over here. Yeah, how many chairs do you guys order at this? 30. Yeah, people showed up early, which is awesome because I'm always like, people are gonna show up, right?
Yeah, I know. Like, you're like, there's like so many RSVPs. I'm like, oh, I hope somebody comes.
Yeah, but like you never know. Yeah. So
my name is Jessica Whitaker. I'm the founder of Build and Bloom, which is the event you are at today. How many of you guys have heard of Build and Bloom? Maybe on Facebook?
Okay, here's your meeting, here's what you're doing, you gotta do this, this, and this, then you're out in the world. Is that the amount of risk that we take on in our life drops considerably.
but I think like if you do photography, you shouldn't like throw videography out.
What's one of like a piece of advice I guess you would give to anybody who's wanting to start out in social media in general and like
Instagram too.
Like Instagram,
Yeah.
you YouTube and then combining them that with that passion, but also that business side that you really do have to have of like, okay, this is how, like, just how to all of a sudden be thrown into this professional world where you are communicating with like marketing teams or firms or PR, you know.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I would say like research it a lot because I have so many friends who've just really gotten taken advantage of because they don't know what their price should be. But now there's so many different blogs or YouTubers that are so much more open about it. Like there are channels where big YouTubers talk about how much money they make. And so you can see like, okay, if they get this many views and they are paid this much for a brand deal, then by that math, I should get this much. Or there's like all kinds of websites that have different guidelines. I've contacted a lot of different photographers and I think a lot of them just like don't check their email, but like Instagram, it's on their phone. It's just quicker and easier. So I think that's the best way, everything about it.
Yeah.
So Shudder is a marketplace website. So think of it like Airbnb for finding a photographer or a videographer and editor. Because when I would travel and come back to Seattle after living in California, I would need help making a video, but I did not know where to find anyone that was good. And I wasn't gonna go on Craigslist, you know, it seemed really sketchy. Okay, everyone just left. We just finished the workshop. Everyone just kind of hung out for like an hour after and chatted and stuff, and I am so tired because I seriously like did not sleep, you guys. So me and Monica are gonna go get food, and then I need to finish editing my video for tomorrow. Hey girl! Oh, burr. I'm reading Monica's assumptions about her.
There's one that was mean, that was like...
Someone said, what?
There's one that was like, I assume like you're a bitch and like you don't realize you are, or something.
Oh, I mean, that's kind of like...
I think I'm pretty
Someone
nice.
said... This one, I would be like, what? Someone said, you're shy / awkward when you meet people.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
We're at Joey's. Shocking. Cheers, girl. Just car shopping over here.
Minimalist dream.
Oh, I know. This is nice.
Like, I like having, if you're driving, having to look down at this versus just feeling.
I know. I like how the roof is just like glass.